Okay, so as Hussam said, again, temperature represents the average kinetic energy of particles that make up a substance. To measure temperature, which tool we use to measure temperature? Which tool we use to measure temperature, Mazen?
Teacher, we use thermometer.
Yes, so we use thermometer to measure what? Temperature. And also we said we have two kinds of thermometer here in our curriculum. We have two. Ahmed and Malki went out and come back. Okay. Faisal Yusuf. Faisal.
Bulb thermometer
Yes.
and electric thermometer.
Yes, excellent. We talked about bulb thermometer and electronic thermometer. Okay, thanks, yeah, Faisal. Okay, who can explain the working idea of bulb thermometer? How does it work? Bulb thermometer. How does it work? Bulb thermometer. Who can explain? Just as we said yesterday, just use the simple words. Okay, and pay attention for the scientific words we talked about. Okay, Wissam Isam.
Yes, yes, teacher.
Yes, Wissam. Can you explain the working idea of bulb thermometer?
What?
How does a bulb thermometer work? How does it work?
Uh, but, well, I don't know.
We said you mustn't go out of the class without that you know everything in the class. At least you understand 70 or 80%. Okay. Each period I ask you, everyone, do you need anything to be repeated? Okay. So, and I asked you many times if you want to repeat this part or this part. Okay. Should I say again? So don't go out of the class without you understand, without understanding the topic we are talking about. Okay, who else can explain the working idea? Mazen?
Teacher of the bulb thermometer.
Yes.
Yes, we have the bulb thermometer, a glass tube in the middle, and inside it we have alcohol or mercury. So when the temperature increases, the mercury indicates.
Expand,
Am I
expand,
correct?
expand.
Sorry. Okay,
Expand, yes.
expand, and when the temperature decreases, the mercury contracts.
Contract. It's a simple way. Okay, Sam, you hear? So this is a bulb thermometer. You have here bulb. Okay, this one is which we call bulb. This metal bulb, okay, it's like ball. It is filled with a liquid like alcohol or mercury. And this is a glass tube attached to it. Okay, what happens when we put this bulb, the metal bulb, in a hot water or we measure a hot object? Okay, the alcohol rises up or expand. So when the temperature increases, the alcohol expands. Simple words. What's the working idea? When the temperature increases, the alcohol expands. Then the opposite. When the temperature decreases, the alcohol contracts. What is the meaning of expand? It will rise up. It will rise up. What is the meaning of contract? It will goes down. Okay? Is it okay, Sam? Sam, is it okay? Can you raise your hands? Sam, okay, Sam. Can you say it again?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, say.
It's like a tube that has mercury inside it,
Yes,
and when the temperature of the mercury increases,
Yes.
or the temperature around the mercury increases,
Yes.
it expands.
Yes. Expand. When the temperature
And the
decreases,
temperature decreases, it
contract, contract,
contracts.
contract. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. When the temperature increases, the mercury or the alcohol expands. When the temperature decreases, the alcohol contract. Very easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we talked about the electronic thermometer. What is the working idea? We said we can say only in 3 or 4 words. What is the working idea of electronic thermometer? Raise your hands. Electronic thermometer. Abdullah Al Afif. Electronic thermometer.
Yes, yes.
Can you explain electronic thermometer? Just how does it work?
Electronic electronic thermometer.
Yes, how does it work?
It will not bring it. Uh, um,
Hmm.
Measures change in the resistance of electric circuit and
Yes,
converts this measurement
just
to a temperature.
you can stop until this point. The electrothermostats measure the changes in the resistance. Just you can stop at this point. So when the temperature change, the resistance it change, or you can say it's one. It depends on a change on resistance with a change in temperature. Okay. So today, inshallah, we'll talk about temperature scales. Temperature scales. For temperature scales, why they are important? For example, if I give you a number, if I said 25, what does this number mean? This number means what? Who can tell me? If I say 25, what does this number mean? This number has a meaning? Abdullah wa Tawil.
Yes.
If I give you only number like 25 or 100, do you know the meaning of the number?
No.
No. So what should I put in besides the number?
Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Or general measuring unit, right? If I said 100 meters, so you will know that I'm talking about what? Length, right? Or distance. If I said 1000 grams, so you have to know that I'm talking about mass. The same idea, if I say 25, then I put Celsius, degree Celsius, so you will know that I'm talking about what? Temperature. Okay, so the scales are this measuring unit. This measuring what? Unit. And how many scales we have, or how many measuring systems we have? We have here 3 measuring systems or 3 measuring scales. Who went out of the room? Who went out of the room? It's Ahmad Al Malki who went out of the room. You can text him and tell him to come back. Okay? So we have 3. Shabab, text him and tell him to come back, or I'll check him absence for today. So we have 3 scales or 3 measuring units or 3 measuring systems. The first one is Fahrenheit. We have Fahrenheit scale is the first one. In Fahrenheit scale, each system has a starting point and ending point. And the starting point is the freezing point of water, and the ending point is the ending point of boiling. Okay, so water freezes at 32 degree Fahrenheit. We are talking about Fahrenheit, and 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, the most common scale that we use here in Saudi Arabia or in Arab region, we use what? Celsius scale. We use Celsius scale. In Celsius scale, the freezing point of water is 0 degree and the boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you can infer from here, or you can deduce from here, that 0 degree Celsius equals 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, understand this point? So water freezes at Fahrenheit scale, water freezes at 32. At Celsius scale, water freezes at 0 degree. Okay, so it means 0 degree equals 32 degree Fahrenheit. But why we have different? Because we have different scientists. Yeah, there is a scientist invented Fahrenheit, another scientist invented Celsius. Okay, and we have another scale. Okay, we have another scale which we call Kelvin scale. Okay, Kelvin scale. So how many scales? 3. 1, 2, 3. This is scale number 3. In Kelvin scale, water freezes at 273 Kelvin and boils at 337 Kelvin. And the K here means Kelvin, okay, not Kelvin. Okay, so this means what also? That this what equals 273 degree Kelvin. Okay, so 0 degree Celsius equals 32 degree Fahrenheit equals 273 degree Kelvin. Okay, because all of them said I will choose the starting point as freezing degree of water and boiling degree of water. So this one started from 0, this one started from 32, this one it chose 273. Okay, they are free to choose it. So Ahmed Al-Malki, why did you go out of the room, Ahmed? Raise your hand. Ahmed Al-Malki. Raise your hand, Ahmed. Okay, you can talk.
Yes, teacher.
Why did you go out?
كنت خارج من العباد وبعدين علق وطفى واحتجت إني أفتح الكمبيوتر.
Okay, last time you do this one. Okay. As we said, we have 3 scales. Each scale started with the freezing point of water and ended with the boiling point of water. Okay, this is what we have to know about the scale. The second point, we have to know how to convert between scales. For example, if I told you I have 25 degree on Celsius scale, convert it into Fahrenheit. So we're going to make to use an equation, mathematical equation, to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, or from the opposite, from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so now that is the second point of our lesson today. We are going to talk how to convert between. Yes, yeah, Mazen.
Teacher, sorry, but can in these equations can we use the calculator?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay, so now we are going to talk about which equations we will use to convert between scales. Okay, the first thing you have to know, and the important thing, will give you a number in the problem, like this one, 160 degree. What is the unit beside Fahrenheit? So you have to know that he gave you Fahrenheit. Now to look to the next of the problem. Now we'll start from here. For example, to convert 176 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius. So now we want to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So when you write the law, you have to start with Celsius equals, because he asked me, I have already Fahrenheit. So what is asked for? He asked for Celsius. So Celsius equal, open a bracket, the degree of Fahrenheit, F, and here it is 176, minus 32, close the brackets, over 1.8. This is the law to change from Fahrenheit here, okay, to Celsius. For example, for this one, he said convert convert 176 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius. We will take the equation or solve using this equation in two steps. The first step, we will deal with the brackets first. Okay, to make it easy for many of you, we will take into account this one. We will calculate this one first, f minus 32. So here, we will say the first step is f minus 32. What is the value of f? The value of f is 176. So remove f and put instead 176 minus 32. Okay, using your calculator, 176 minus 176 minus 32 equals 144. Okay, this is the product of this bracket. Okay, it's the product of the bracket. So take the product and divide over 1.8. So the next step, divide the answer from step 1 by 1.8. So here 144. Okay, it is here 144 divide by 1.8. Using your calculator, so the degree is 80 degree Celsius. 80 degree Celsius. Okay. Okay, Wissam. Wissam, you can talk.
Yes, teacher. I did not understand this equation.
Part.
The whole equation, how to do it.
Faris.
Teacher, is this equation important? Do I have to memorize it?
Yes, we have another equation. We have here another equation. Okay, and also this equation from this one. We derived it from this one. Okay, this here, if he give me Fahrenheit, I will change to Celsius. If he give me Celsius, I will change to Fahrenheit. Okay, just you have to memorize that the law that C equal, open a bracket, F minus 32 fraction over 1.8. Okay, solve the problem in two steps. Step number 1, F or the Fahrenheit given here, it is 176 minus 32. Okay, we'll make this one step. Divide, take the product and divide over 1.8. Very simple. You have here two numbers, 32 and 1.8. What is the, so from the problem, you need only one number. It will give you only one number in the problem. Okay, so hey, look, to convert 176 Fahrenheit to Celsius. I have in the problem only one number, so you have to memorize the law. So C equals F minus 32 in between brackets over 1.8. Okay, to be practical, we will go to solve problems. Okay, so you will see. And also, if we have the opposite, if he give you Celsius and ask you to calculate Fahrenheit, you will write Fahrenheit equals, open bracket, C times 1.8 plus 32. Okay, F equals C times 1.8 plus 32. So we'll see now in the upcoming problems. Okay. For question number 4, the first equation here, look here, question number 4. Okay, we are here. He told you that freezing point of a solution of salt water is found to be 25 degree, pay attention, Fahrenheit. What is this in degree Celsius? So we want the result in Celsius. So we want to calculate what? Celsius. Okay. Wissam.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Wissam. Did you understand the question here?
What-
Read the question.
I read it.
Yes, you can read.
The freezing point of a solution of salt water is found to be 25 Fahrenheit.
Yes.
What is this in degrees Celsius?
So what we want to calculate Celsius,
We
right?
multiply it by 1.8.
No, remember, now we have two laws, okay? The first law is to calculate Celsius, okay? What we want
Oh, no,
here,
no. I forgot.
okay? So you have to concentrate. What is given?
Minus 32. Minus 32.
25. What is given? 25 Fahrenheit. So Fahrenheit will be inside the equation, okay? So
Yeah.
what is asked Celsius? So we'll start with Celsius. Celsius equals, I know this is the first time you take this equation, so it will be hard for you, but with practice, it will be easy. Just open a bracket. Celsius equal Fahrenheit minus 32. Close the brackets over 1.8. This is our law. The first step, we will calculate what? The bracket first. The bracket has f minus 32. What is the value of f?
25.
25. So we write 25 minus 32. What is the result?
25. Negative 8.
No, concentrate. It's negative, okay, but negative? Negative?
Negative 7. 7.
Yes, negative 7. Okay. And if we have negative, we must write the negative, okay? What is the next step? The second
Divided
step,
by 1.8.
we'll take this product and divide over 1.8. So make a fraction minus.
We can use calculator, right?
Yes, you can use calculator. Minus 7 over 1.8. Use calculator. What will be the result?
Negative 3.9.
Negative 3.9, and we are talking about what? Celsius degree. Okay, where is minus 3.9? Yes, it is here. Minus 3.9.
Teacher,
Yes.
the calculator gave me negative 3.8.
8888.
Yes.
Right? Yes, so you have to
so
make
I
rounding.
split.
You have to make rounding. In the last number, you have in the last product, not here. Don't make rounding here, Shabab. Don't make rounding here. Just make rounding for the last product. The last number you get, or the last product of the whole equation, you have to make rounding. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Shabab. Do you have any question in this problem? Who has a question here? Don't go out from the session without understanding this, how to use this law. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll take the second law. I just want you to answer next question. Do you have any question for this problem? Raise your hands. Who has a question? Raise your hand. Okay, who wants from me to repeat the same problem? Okay, so all of you understand. Okay, I want another one to solve with me problem number 5. Who will solve with me? Raise your hands. I need help. Raise your hands. Muhammad Faris.
Yes,
ya
I read.
Muhammad. Thanks, ya Muhammad, for sharing me. Okay, just I'll clear this one. Okay. Yes, Muhammad, number 5.
What is the Celsius temperature of the thermometer in this image?
Yes, so what is the Celsius? Okay, so we want to calculate Celsius. Okay, so Celsius equal. Mister, we don't have here number, right? Do we have a number?
No.
No, but he told me that go look in the image. Okay, we have here an image of thermometer, right? So we'll go until the end of the red mercury. Okay, what is the value of this one? This 60. This is the next one here is
75.
What? 70. 70. 60, 70, 80, right?
Nice.
In between. And over 70, we have many lines? We have 2. So, and it will be 74. But pay attention, it is 74 Fahrenheit, right? So now we want to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So what is the law? Do you remember the law?
C equal F minus 32 divided by 1.8.
Yes, don't forget the bracket. Don't forget the bracket. F minus 32 over 1.8. Excellent. There is one wants to enter the room. Muhammad bin Bakr. Yeah, Muhammad. Went out and come at the end. Okay, what is the first step?
74 minus 32.
Excellent. We will take F. What is F? 74. So it will be 74 minus 32. Excellent. What will be
42.
the result?
42.
42. Excellent. What is the second step?
Divide 1.8.
We'll take this number and divide over 1.8. So 42 divide 1.8. So what is the final answer? You have calculated?
23.3.
Yes, the answer will be 23.3. And don't forget degree Celsius. So what do we have here? Yes, we have choice number B. Choice number B. Okay, Shabab. So do you have any questions in this problem also? Thanks, ya Muhammad. Your name is Muhammad, right? Or I forget?
Yes,
Yes,
Muhammad.
Okay, Muhammad, thanks. Do you have any questions here, Shabab? Do you have any questions for this problem? Again, we still have 4 minutes. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so here again in a fast revise, we have 3 scales. We have Samir. You have a question, Samir? You have a question? Samir. Samir, can talk. Did you escape? Samir. Okay, so again, we said here, we have 3 measuring scales. We have 3 measuring scales. Okay, the Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale. Yes, Samir. Yes.
What should I study for the quizzes?
For the quizzes until we stop. Inshallah, we'll finish lesson 1 tomorrow. Okay. So and start in lesson 2. So until the page we stop in lesson 2, your quiz will be in. Okay. So lesson 1 and part of lesson 2. Okay. And inshallah, I'll upload for you some PDF that has questions, multiple choice, and like this one, and this PDF with this questions, how to convert between units. Okay, you have to practice. And also I'll upload for you the PowerPoint, this PowerPoint. Okay, you can download it from Winjigo. Okay, and for the classes, before we leave, this is the code for your class. So all of you, you have a macro health. You are 9A, right? 9A. So this is the code for your class. And pay attention, if you don't have an account for MacroHealth, you cannot log into this one. Okay, so this is the code. I'll send it for everyone in the meeting. This is the code for your class. When you join Connected MacroHealth, you can enter the class and write this one by this code. Okay. Tomorrow, inshallah, I give you the redemption number for the book. Okay, and I repeat again, the one who has username and password for MacroHealth, he can only enter the class on MacroHealth website. Okay, so we have 2 websites. We have Winjigo and the site of the publisher of the book. Okay, so if you have this username and password, okay, you can enter. After this, you join a class with this code, science class. I hope my words are clear. Okay. And this code only for 9A. Pay attention. This code only for 9A. If any other one in 9B use this code, you cannot join. Okay. So hope you find you tomorrow well, inshallah. So see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.